Players are up in arms about the new Nulgath gold nerf that is going to be coming to the game, and their outcry is completely understandable. There are several things in this game that require a vast amount of gold. However, the gold nerf is going to help balance the game when it comes to the gold economics. We're going to delve deeper on this topic in this video. Before I go any further, if you enjoy this one or if it helps you in any way, please tap that like button and hit the subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all of my content. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I'm referring to the gold nerf, it has been confirmed by Clarion that we are going to be getting a gold nerf when it comes to the Nulgath farming. What does that pertain? We don't exactly know, but chances are this is going to be impacting our Nulgath pets. One of the pets is the Malachi servant. Now let's check out the gold obtained from this quest. So right here, this is one of them. You get 14,000 gold for completing this quest, and you get 14,000 gold for completing this one. Checking the Dread Fiend, you'll also see 14,000, 14,000. Checking the Infernal, you'll also notice 14,000, 14,000, 14,000. If you have utilized the Nulgath farming method to gain gold, then you know just how fast you can gain gold. We're going to do comparison to some of the quests that I have in my... Okay, so here's a perfect example. This is a daily quest. Right here's a daily quest that you can do, requiring you to do all of this, and then you're going to be obtaining some rewards, not to mention, of course, these things. Look at this right here. You're getting not even 5,000 gold for completing this daily quest. Now here's another daily quest, to defeat the Doom, which will give you 14,000 gold. Here's another quest where you need 50 gorilla fonts and you're only getting 35 gold. So the Nulgath stuff did kind of break the gold economy in the game. That's what Clarion is trying to balance. Now, how is he going to do this? I'm not exactly sure. But having something like 14,000 gold reduced down to 5,000 would be a gold nerf, but wouldn't completely make the farming useless, seeing as how this would still be one of the prime sources for obtaining gold. To be honest, I would like to see a new gold farm come into the game because the Nulgath farming is old and outdated. Clarion did confirm there will be a new gold farm coming, but didn't specify how or when. There's a few things where gold is really required, and not just a little bit, but a lot. I recently infused my new Spellforged item, which cost a mass amount of gold to infuse it, and then I had to find the augments that I wanted, and that also took a ton of gold. So infusing and augmenting definitely requires a lot of gold, and to be honest, I've always felt that the prices of augments and infusions are insanely priced. I never understood why they would cost so much for an RNG type thing, like especially the augments. So for people like me that want to cap out their stats, it's necessary. And it's a feature in the game that you want to utilize. With a lack of gold, however, this becomes problematic. Another issue people could face is with their guilds. So when you're trying to boost your guilds, this can cost quite a bit of gold, considering that these only last for 6 hours. So if I'm trying to do the cap gold boost, for instance, at 45,000, you're doing that every 6 hours, which is a substantial amount. That's not even where the most expensive thing is. It really gets expensive when you're trying to deal with the attack. You've got 100,000 for 6 hours, and of course you have to do this every 6 hours depending on the activity of your guild. Now this is just an added perk. You don't need to do this, but it is one of the main uses for gold. Last but not least, housing. This is where gold costs can really impact. I mean, I'll go use a good example right here. This is a festive loaf. Now, this costs 5,000 gold, and this is it. Now, the reason why these are priced this way, I believe, is for gold sinks, because there is no gold sink, and there are a lot of people that do have 100 million or more. Then you have the casual players like me that don't have anywhere near that amount, and then you have even more casual players that have even less than that. So 5,000 gold for a cookie is a lot. Like that is, and that's not even the beginning. You've got this one here. This is a small Moglin hut for 20,000. You've got this thing for 100,000. This thing for 200,000. Keeping in mind, of course, that you can stack these up. Could you imagine trying to buy 100 of these? Now, of course, there are house items that only cost a small amount, don't cost very much, but of course it depends on how much you want to have. Essentially, gold is vital when it comes to certain features in the game. However, it is ignored when it comes to other aspects of the game. So it only affects specific players at specific times. So this gold nerf won't be impacting every player in the game. However, if things are balanced properly, it's not really going to impact the game in a negative way. Someone mentioned the nerf to Nulgath, but they were assuming it would be to these quests here, and I don't think these quests will be impacted at all because they're not giving a super amount. The reason why I believe the pets will be nerfed is because of how fast you can complete some of those quests. Right now, this is only speculation as to what they plan on nerfing, but I would point out a few things here. So you've got this one right here at 500,000 gold that you can obtain. Now, this is a whopping difficult thing to do. This is not something that you'd be doing in, a couple hours or anything. This would take a long time to do, so maybe that's why this reward is so extravagant. Will this be nerfed? I don't know. And this basically goes for anything in the Oblivion Blade. I'm really not sure because even this is a lot of gold. Really not sure if this is going to be nerfed or not. But people don't farm this for the gold. They are farming it for the material. For the loot you get. Another thing I'd like to mention is the purchase pets like this. This is the Nulgath larvae. You also have the Skew quest pet or this one. There's multiple ones here. Now these do offer some farming quests. It's unlikely they're going to be nerfing the paid pets. Now, I'll use this one as an example. So you're only getting 5,000 for dueling the Hanzo Blade Master. And then you've got these ones right here, some of which offer the 5,000 mark. And then you do have one down here, which does offer 14,000 to obtain the Abyssal Energy. But you're not getting this every 5 seconds or anything either. So another pet is the Nulgath larvae, and this does also have some quests that do give you gold for completing certain challenges, but these again are not ones you're going to be getting instantaneously like you can with the Nulgath pets, the ones that you can get for free. So I don't really see these being affected by the nerf. I believe it would be the ones you'd be able to obtain from farming Nulgath, the ones you get for free, like the ones I already mentioned earlier, like the Dread Fiend and Infernal and whatnot. Let's do a few sets of the day. This is the first one. Great color scheme. Also, I love the area. This one is very interesting. I like the design of this. This is an interesting one, and I gotta say, those wings go very well. This is the last one right here. Very nice set. I'm interested what that plate is. I think it's the one from Celadon Forest. But those are the sets of the day. What do you guys think? I'd love to get your feedback in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and keep those swords swinging.